What up, YouTube? In this video, we are going to cover more of the fraud that Nick Shirley has exposed for all of us to see. I just want to remind everyone, this isn't just fraud. It's like a Russian nesting doll of fraud. It's fraud within fraud, within fraud, within fraud. They use fraud here to manipulate and produce more fraud over here, to produce more down here, here, here. It's just a spider web Russian nesting doll of fraud, and it's quite ridiculous. Billions of dollars are what these people are stealing from the Americans, and I could never support this. I just can't. It's ridiculous to me that people even try to. These people are phony. They're fraudulent, obviously, and it's despicable behavior.
No, you don't ask me nothing.
$2.25 million.
Get out.
Are we the only community that does fraud?
How come they said this building was closed? Do you guys know where advanced mobility is?
Advanced mobility?
Yeah, we're looking for it. Never heard of it?
They know we're shining the light on the fraud, and they have no defense.
Would you like to see anybody in the government here held accountable?
Most definitely. Most
Absolutely.
definitely. 'Cause there can definitely be an allocation of funds.
The Minnesota fraud scandal continues
Which is why he
to
stepped
get
down.
worse and worse as billions of dollars of fraud has been exposed, and as I showed the world the blatant
$9
fraud
billion.
taking place at daycares and other locations across Minnesota, it became the most viewed video expose on the internet and created instant change within the government as the Fed sent thousands of federal agents to Minnesota, and the HHS froze over $185 million in all payments to
That's a lot of
childcare.
money.
And while politicians like Tim Walz call people like me white supremacists and far-right delusional conspiracy theorists,
And they do that to put up a shield, basically, to cover their own fraudulent actions and their own bullshit. This is exactly what it's always moral framing, like, oh, if I call them enough bad names, people will ignore the fraud. They'll just focus on the bad names now. Yeah, Nick Shirley, he didn't do anything wrong. Far-right YouTuber. Get the fuck out of here. It's so stupid.
for exposing the fraud. Meanwhile, he actually dropped out of running for
Exactly.
re-election. The Minnesota fraud scandal has erupted the nation as protests and riots took place, all starting because daycares like Quality
Jeez.
Leering Center were exposed. However, the daycares is
Quality
only a
Leering
small
Center.
portion of the fraud taking place in Minnesota. In this video, I will take you into what has continued to allow this fraud to happen and connect all of the dots for you, exposing all of the fraud from strange connections of the business owners and the politicians who have openly admitted to the fraud on live TV. And to dive deep into the fraud, I met back up with the local David, who has been investigating this widespread fraud scandal for years. So here in Minnesota, you have daycare fraud, you have adult daycare fraud, you have healthcare fraud, and you even have more fraud. What's some of the fraud that's also taking place here inside of Minnesota?
Well, what I think might be sort of the heart of the beast here is this transportation fraud. And what I mean by that is in Minnesota, we have something called non-emergency medical transportation, NEMT. My research has shown that there are about 1,020 such companies in Minnesota, and more than 90% of them are Somali-owned.
Oh.
So right here on the table, what do we
you don't
have?
say.
All this information right here.
So I have a number of companies that are local here in the Twin Cities, and this is just a fraction of the companies that are out there. What I
We should rename Somalia to Fraudmalia. I think that would be pretty fitting for what they seem to like to do the most.
found was that the national average for a non-emergency medical transportation company is 20 vehicles per company. A lot of these companies, their address is an apartment, some are in a house, some are in a convenience store, some of them in a vacant building. There's no signage, there's nobody there.
And so why would there be such a need for all these transportation companies here inside of Minnesota?
So if you think of this transportation as the hub of the wheel, so childcare is a spoke, adult daycare is a spoke,
It's a spider
autism is a
web,
spoke,
like I said.
the interpreter services, which we can get into, that's another spoke. It all ties back to transportation. Why? Because those meals someone had to deliver those meals. Someone has to deliver the kid to autism, or say they did. So it all revolves around the transportation. And so when you're looking at this, you say, okay, well, let's just be conservative. Let's go on the low side. Let's say there are only 800 Somali-owned non-emergency medical transportation companies in Minnesota. Well, again, the average is 20 vehicles per company. So that's 800 times 20. And the way these NEMT companies are paid is if they bring someone to a doctor's appointment, whatever the case might be, or Costco or wherever they're going, because remember, it's non-emergency medical transportation. Well, we went to Costco because they have to eat or they'll die. So that's considered, right? So it's almost impossible to figure out from the outside what exactly the payments are for each of these trips. But I have a pretty good idea. So when someone provides
and they do that on purpose. That's the Russian nesting doll. They combine everything and obfuscate and, oh, look at what's over here and a little over here. And then it's just literally a giant spider web of fraud. And they do it on purpose because they know what they are doing is wrong, but they know that they have to hide it and try to cover it up as best they can so that they can have a better chance of getting away with it, which is exactly why it's set up in the way that he's talking about. Oh, it's just so ridiculous, dude.
Transportation to a facility or a location, they're also paid for the time to sit there and wait for the appointment to end and then drive the person back. So they're paid 3 different ways. And the average is going to be $50 per trip. So it's going to the appointment as a trip, coming back trip. So that's $100 per round trip. So if you have 800 companies in Minnesota that are NEMT companies, they all own 20 vehicles, and they're all making 10 trips a day, and it's $50
That's
per
ridiculous.
trip. So it's 800 times 20 times 10 trips times $50 a trip. Do the math. And the reality is,
$8 million a day, dude. Are you actually kidding me? Oh my gosh, this is so stupid, bro. These people need to be deported. I'm sorry, they need to. They take advantage of us and take the money. It's just so ridiculous. They need to be deported. Like, this is on another scale. I hate this, dude. I hate this so much. Because it's someone who actually goes and, does work, and then these people just get $8 million a day for lying. Like, are you kidding me?
How many of these trips are being provided? 0. They don't have to provide
So
any.
stupid.
Why? Because when they are paid by the state of Minnesota, these companies go online and they fill out a form, and it just says, okay, how many trips, how many miles. They submit that electronically to the state, and boom, they get paid. Nobody bothers to check. They don't call the dentist. Did this kid show up? They don't do anything. As soon as that form is filed with the state of Minnesota, that payment goes out immediately.
And so essentially, these transportation companies are what hold all of the fraud together, because you have the daycare centers working with the transportation companies, the adult daycare centers working with the transportation companies, the healthcare companies working with the transportation companies. So it's just another way to bill and to also make it look like something's happening here inside of Minnesota.
This is the belly of the beast. All of this fraud revolves around these transportation companies. All of it. This touches every part of fraud here in Minnesota.
And today we're going to go confront these people. We confronted them last time. There was no kids in any of the child care centers. And today, what do you expect to see?
I think we're going to see some vehicles because, when I drive around the cities here, I see these Somalis driving, and mostly it's like a Plymouth Caravan or whatever, and there's never, ever, ever been a passenger. And in 7 years, I've never seen a passenger in any of these vehicles.
Oh,
I
you don't
follow
say.
some of them. They're going to Costco. They're going to Sam's Club. They're going to Walmart. The driver gets out, goes in there, loads up a shopping cart, comes in, puts it in the van, and off they go back to where they live.
And they
And
get it
now
for
we're gonna go
free.
out and see what's happening with these transportation companies.
And here's the other thing. Tim Walz, Department of
Scumbag.
Human Service, you threw the people of Minnesota under the bus.
Exactly.
Shame on you, and I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, David.
Which is exactly why Tim Walz dropped out, because he knows that they've caught on to him and he's been exposed. That's exactly why. Don't even listen to what he says. Oh, well, they always try to obfuscate and give you a bunch of bullshit.
All right.
No,
let's
that's
go.
the real reason
so where's
he
the
dropped
first
out.
location we're going to?
The first location is a company called Safari Transportation, Cedar Avenue South in Minneapolis.
And so what makes Safari
bet they won't be
Transportation
there.
Company an interesting transportation company?
Well,
Allegedly fraudulent.
Well, the thing about Safari is that they've been registered since 2015 with the state of Minnesota as operating vehicles. And again, The national average for a non-emergency medical transportation
20
company
vehicles.
is 20 vehicles. So if they've got 20 vehicles and they're at 607 Cedar Avenue, I have no idea where there's parking them because there is no parking anywhere near this office.
We've arrived to the transportation company. We're outside, and right there we have a Loving Arms Adult Daycare. All the windows are completely boarded out right there, and there's supposed to be a transportation company registered right here. It's 617, but it's a liquor store.
Oh,
So,
interesting.
the location here is 607 and also 617.
How could
These
that
are
be?
two transportation companies. We're on a main road right now, and this is 607, and it is not a transportation company. It's actually a money transfer, but it's registered here. 607. This does not look like Safari Transportation. Where is the transportation company?
I don't see any signs denoting that there's any transportation. It's all just looks like money wiring. But if you look at the Secretary of State's office, state of Minnesota, Safari Transportation, 607 Cedar Avenue, and it's been registered here since 2015. That was the original filing.
So let's see if we have the manager. Let's see if we can find FOD. Hello. How are you? We're looking for the transportation company.
Safari Transportation?
Looking for Safari Transportation.
No, there's no Safari transportation here.
No Safari Transportation.
Safari Transportation,
Hey,
607 Cedar
sir,
Avenue.
We're just looking for Safari
We
Transportation.
don't know.
So, but this is registered for Safari Transportation
know.
That's the
607.
address.
Okay, we don't know.
We're asking where Safari
There's
Transportation
no,
is.
we don't know.
Did you
Okay,
know
so the
Fuad
business is
Omar?
not here.
Don't record.
Fuad Omar?
Fuad Omar.
We don't know. This, do you see this? What is this?
Money
Those
transfer.
sunglasses look expensive.
Okay,
Well, this is from
registered.
the state.
This is fraud taking place. This is supposed to say this is for
Go
Safari
find out.
Transportation.
Go find out.
Yeah, we did find out. This is fraud right here.
Registered here
This is
since
registered.
2015.
2015?
Safari Transportation, state of
We don't know
Minnesota.
2015. Oh, yeah.
Well, but it's registered now. This is current, just off the state of Minnesota
I
website
said
today.
you don't know, please.
This is from today. I just printed this off today. Fuad A. Omar.
Go check it out.
We're here. This is 607. Where's Safari Transportation?
Okay, it's no Safari, period.
Okay, so it's a fraudulent
Did you-
business.
Did you see Safari anything here?
Exactly.
Did you see?
Exactly. It's
Did
not
you
here.
see it?
It's a fraud.
Did you see, sir? Huh?
Okay, thank you. We're gonna go to the next
Okay.
address. All right, let's keep moving on. So 607, this is supposed to be Safari Transportation, no transportation company, and now we're going to 617, another transportation company. However, it is actually Cedar Riverside Liquor.
Don't drink
Where
and
is the
drive, folks.
transportation company.
617.
617 right
Dreamline
here.
Transportation for the state
It's
of Minnesota.
ironic they have a liquor
registered
store at a
617 Cedar
transportation
Avenue
company.
South.
And
Very
it's,
ironic.
Liquor store. David, they aren't even trying to hide
Nope.
that these
Yeah.
are transportation
Because they
companies.
don't
Where
have
are
to.
the
Tim
vans
Walls
at?
has been
Should we
protecting
ask?
them.
Let's go ask.
Hey, we're looking for Dreamline Transportation.
Now we're in 617, Dreamline Transportation.
No.
Where is the transportation company?
No, we don't have this
You
one.
ever heard of Safari Transportation?
Safari, I know Safari, that many wiring, 607.
The money wiring.
Yeah,
Okay, that's money wiring.
yeah.
Safari
We're looking for
Transportation.
Safari
Maybe there.
Transportation.
607.
They said they never heard of it.
I never. Safari company, the money wiring, they send money there. That's the 607.
So Safari
They wire money back to Somalia because they steal from us and give it to them. Yeah.
gets the money.
Funny
and
how
they
that works.
wire it out.
Yeah, the money.
That man just said that Safari is actually a money wiring company, so therefore they're receiving money and then wiring it somewhere underneath the name of a transportation company.
We said
And remember, these people do this so blatantly. They lie. And they don't even really try that hard to hide it. I don't know if it's because they're just not smart enough to hide it better, or if it's, I think maybe the better option is because they literally know that Tim Walls and Ilhan Omar, of course she's one of them, is going to protect them and cover their ass, and they don't even really have to try because of, Tim Walls will just, he'll sign, blind eye, just sign the paperwork, it doesn't even matter. So they know they don't have to, but then, yeah, people like Nick Shirley come in and expose this. So that's why I support what he's doing. You can't believe these people, dude. It's just all lies, cheating, and stealing. That's all it is.
Suite A right here. And then you have
Massive
617
corruption.
A right here, but this is reliable services, immigration, travel, and tax. I do not see a transportation company anywhere.
Morning. Hey, we're hoping to find Dreamline Transportation. You ever heard of it?
I've never heard of it. Ask next door.
He said to ask here, so you would know.
Ask next door. This is a mailbox. It's not a road call.
So, Dreamline Transportation could be nothing more than a mailbox. 834.
So it could be one of these mailboxes. Well,
Okay, see you later.
607 Safari Transportation doesn't exist. It's actually a money wiring business. 617 Dreamline, inside of there, it's actually a liquor store. And then 617A is a place where there's a bunch of mailboxes and it says reliable ITT services. How are you doing, man?
I just want to ask you,
Yes, sir.
Look how quickly this guy comes up.
why are you sensationalizing the propaganda?
What are we
to-
sensationalizing?
to attack
Propaganda?
the community? What's your
Because your community is lying, cheating, and stealing and robbing the American people blind. That's why. He's going to try to make some appeal to emotion. Guarantee it. Watch. He'll be like, oh, you're a racist. They like to throw out these buzzwords and try to appeal to people's emotions. And be like, oh, no, it has nothing to do with that. You guys are cheating. You're lying. You're stealing. And think about how fast this guy just came up
We're
here.
not attacking your community by any means.
are you
They-
making
We're
good money
looking-
from this?
We're looking for fraud.
No, I'm
Are you making money from cheating the people? Are you? Are you part of that? Probably. Yeah, I'd say so. So maybe you should shut up. He's actually at least going out and exposing stuff and earning it. Like, unlike what you people do. Get out of here with that. So
For instance,
stupid.
can you answer our question? Where's Safari Transportation Company 607?
second.
It's not there.
How
And why
much-
don't you answer?
How much money are
Why don't you
you?
answer the
how much
question?
money
Where's
are you
617
making?
Dreamline Security?
How much money are you making?
I make
off
money
of
off of
this?
YouTube. That's how I make my money.
Exactly. So you're making money off of sensationalizing
That my job
and attacking the
is.
Somali community.
I'm not.
It's not attacking, it's exposing the truth. But you're trying to obfuscate and trick people because, well, that's what you do.
attacking you guys. We're asking.
I'll tell you the
fraud is-
reason.
Think about how fast this guy got here too. I guarantee all of these like Somali communities and different areas, these people have massive group chats. They have probably Discord chats, things like that, where they reach out to each other. Oh, they're on to us. And then they get other people to come up and disrupt and cause problems. That's exactly what this guy is trying to
Fraud.
do.
Is
Sir.
happening. All right. Let me tell
David,
you the reason why
fraud
you're
is
attacking
fraud,
this.
correct?
Yes.
This has nothing to do with race. This is fraud.
This
is fraud.
absolutely has to do with us being Muslim,
No, it does not.
all right, and us being from Africa. This is a constitutional argument.
He's
If you don't,
literally, Nick Shirley has never once said anything about African or Muslim or any of these videos. He's never said it. These people try to lie and trick other people and play on their emotions to convince them that's what it's really about. But it's really about just fraud and cheating and stealing. So I don't like, they always try to do this. The appealing to emotions. It's just
Well,
always what it
honestly,
is.
change the freedom of religion. Say,
Manipulation.
listen, you don't want Muslims in this country anymore.
We're not saying
No,
that.
no.
We're not
Because
saying
when,
that.
When I go
Sir,
onto
we're
your
talking
comments,
about fraud. You're talking.
when I go onto your comments,
My comments
what
aren't
I see
me.
is people that say
Exactly.
we do not want Muslims here. Kick every single Muslim in Minnesota out of Minnesota.
That's a comment.
You are listen.
That's not what I'm saying.
You're preparing for the Somali community to maybe be taken to concentration camps, just like
How?
the Japanese.
Nobody has ever fucking said anything about concentration camps. No high up person in government or anything. Maybe some random person or whatever, but random people say shit all the time. This is what they always do, bro. Always. I hate this shit. This pisses me off so much. It's always trying to emotionally manipulate people. Always. That's always what it is. Always. And it is so stupid. Don't let these people trick you. Don't let them lie to you. And don't let them cheat and steal you. Expose all this fraud. Lock everyone up. Deport them. Get them out for doing this. Like, it is ridiculous. And they always, they want to act like the injured animal. Oh no, feel bad for me. And then as soon as you turn your back on them, boom, they'll stab you. They'll cut you. They'll fuck you over. Like, every time.
All right, you're sensationalizing.
No, we're not.
All right,
Sir,
something that
answer
can
the
listen.
question. Where-
That's something
where
that can,
is the transportation
something
vehicle
that can
company?
jeopardize
He can't answer it.
safety and the protection of the
This is
Somali
fraud.
community.
We're talking
if
about fraud,
anything
sir.
happens to the Somali
We're talking about
community,
fraud.
Listen, I'm not doing anything. I'm not physically touching
You're
him.
getting very
Yeah, you
close.
did touch
I'm not
him.
physically touching
He
him.
did
No, I'm not
actually
physically
touch him.
touching him.
Watch,
This
he's
is
gonna touch him
fraud.
again,
We're talking
guarantee
about
it.
fraud.
What you're
You're
doing.
you're
What
defending
doing.
fraud.
When
You're
I go
defending
into your
fraud.
comments,
You're defending fraud.
people who hate Muslims
Okay,
want
people
us
can-
out of here
people can say
for
what they
being
want. I'm not
Muslim
censoring
are
anybody.
using your material. Islamophobes use your material. People who hate Islam use your material. Say
Islam is not compatible with the United States. It's literally not. Like their beliefs, their Sharia law, their systems, it literally is antithetical to American values and everything America stands for. It is. It's just completely antithetical. It doesn't make any sense. If you want that type of shit, Sharia law and all that kind of, and you know, everywhere Muslims, oh yeah, fucking great. Go do it back home. Literally. Like you can do it there. No one's saying you can't. Go do it over there. Like this shit is so stupid.
We don't want you here. Change the Constitution. But guess what? Let me tell you something. Guess what?
Say it. We're asking about
You know,
fraud.
We're
asking about fraud.
You hate Muslims.
I'm not saying I hate
You
Muslims.
hate Mu- you
We're
know
talking
you
about
hate
fraud.
Muslims.
No,
We're
you
talking
hate
about
us.
fraud.
Is
Are we
literally
the
what
only
it is.
community
We're
that
talking-
suffers because of fraud?
We're talking about
Are we
fraud.
the only community that does fraud?
Of course
Are
not.
we the only community that does this?
This is about
All right,
fraud.
but there's what, 300 Somali
This is
providers in
fraud.
all of Minnesota?
There's actually 8.
Accounting for what, billions upon billions upon billions of dollars. So it's like, what's your argument here? If there's 10 Somali people and they're making up $500 billion worth of fraud, then yeah, I don't want that. That's bad because they're stealing, and then it has financial ramifications for everybody else. So what a stupid argument. Oh, there's only 300. Well, 300 committing $9 billion worth of fraud sounds pretty bad. We need to get them out. Stop it.
100.
Lock them up.
So,
Do you speak English?
transportation companies.
Your security doesn't even speak English. Listen, let me tell you something.
So, yeah, what is that? Yeah,
This is
exactly.
about fraud.
That goes to show he doesn't care about that. It's just literally
You have,
so stupid.
What, 1,000 providers?
Yeah, you guys have a...
Even it's 2,000 providers.
Okay,
You
sir.
want to sacrifice the safety of...
Sir.
That's not the point, though. It's about the billions of dollars. That is the point. Not how many providers there. If there was one provider doing 10 billion worth of dollars of fraud, I would say that everyone involved in that needs to be locked up. They need to be locked up. They need to be held accountable. The money needs to be redistributed to the people. Ridiculous. It's such a stupid argument. Nobody cares about the amount of, it's the amount of money, not the amount of people, the amount of distributors.
80,000 people.
We're not
because of fucking 2,000 providers. Are you fucking mad? Are you stupid?
I'm not stupid. You're stupid.
You're
Where's the transportation company?
What about if a mass
Listen.
shooting happens in Minnesota? It will be because of you. It will be because of you. If any Somali gets hurt in Minnesota, it's because of Nick.
No, it's because of their own stupid, poor actions and wanting to do things illegally and go against the actual people of the United States and tear them down from the inside out. That's really what the problem is.
Shirley.
It's not because of Nick Shirley. It's because they chose to do stupid shit.
Single Somali gets hurt.
This is about fraud,
It's because
sir.
of you. Sensationalizes. You son of a bitch. Sensationalizes.
Wow, you're
Get
very
the fuck
nice.
out of our neighborhood.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Get the fuck out of our
Sir,
neighborhood.
can you
Get the fuck out of our country. How about that?
tell me where the
Get the
transportation
fuck
company
out of
is?
our neighborhood. We don't want you here. Get the fuck
No, we
out
don't
of
want
here.
you here, motherfucker.
Calm down, sir.
Get the fuck out of here.
Sir, this is
You
about
want to
fraud.
sensationalize? You wanted clicks?
You're
You got clicks.
sensationalizing yourself,
You
sir.
wanted clicks?
You're
You
sensationalizing
got
yourself.
clicks. You wanted clicks? You wanted the YouTube?
Tell me where the
You
transportation
wanted
vehicle
YouTube
is.
clicks? You got YouTube clicks. Now get the fuck out of our community.
Tell me where the
Get the
transportation
fuck out of our
vehicle is.
community.
Tell me where the...
You
This
stupid,
is about
racist
fraud.
motherfucker.
This is-
Say I don't want
This is
Muslims
about
here.
fraud.
Say I don't want Muslims here. Say it.
I'm
Say
not-
I want to change the Constitution.
No, I don't
and
wanna
wanna
change the
freedom of
Constitution.
religion, and I don't want Muslim Somalis in Minnesota. Kick them out. I was born in this country. You have to take the passport away from me. That is what you are
Sir,
arguing for.
we're not talking...
Change the Constitution.
This is about fraud.
If you committed the fraud, you should be gone.
This is about
Plain
fraud.
and simple.
Out of our community. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Stupid fucking idiot.
Tell me where the transportation company is then.
Get the fuck out of here.
Obviously, for this video,
Parking
we have
in the middle of the
security, but
road.
Look at this now.
This is what these people do,
We're
bro.
going. We're going.
You have to go from here. I'm telling you.
But there is no transportation company in there. Fraud. There were no transportation companies.
No, none.
This isn't about race. This isn't against religion. This is about fraud. We're fighting fraud here. We're not fighting a race.
Well, and this is what happens when you put a spotlight on fraud. The people who are benefiting become extremely violent, and the Somalis are the most violent people I have ever met in my whole life.
And they all group up on you.
Where was the transportation company?
He wouldn't answer the question. All he did was make it about race and then issue threats.
Yep. That's what they do.
This is a big ass candle. No, literally, that's what it's called. I cannot wait to open this up.
Neither business was there or operating, and giving a very conservative estimate based off of David's numbers and other numbers online, it's fair to say each business is operating with an average of 20 vehicles and with a much lower and generous rate of $25 per trip. And with 10 alleged trips a day, each business is pulling an estimate of $1.3 million in gross revenue. And with those 2 locations alone, there's over $2.6 million in estimated fraud.
All right, we're going to the next location.
What's interesting, Nick, is that one of the places we just visited, the 617 Cedar Avenue South, that's for Dreamline Transportation. That's the address listed with the state of Minnesota. But the place that we're going right now is going to have vans that say Dreamline Transportation on them, but they haven't moved in months and months. You'll see they're covered with snow. There will be no tire tracks. And so why are they using this address? And all that was in there was a liquor store. And he told us to talk to the guy next door, and those were all just mailboxes. And then the guy next door said, go talk to him. I said, we just talked to him. Obviously. The cover up, and you see how they all stick together, and it's all this intimidation. And thank God we had the security we did there, because that would have been bad.
Now we're outside of this transportation vehicle company right here.
Yeah, and so you can see these are the vans that say Dreamline. You can see the sticker on the window and the numbers on the rear. None of these vehicles have moved in 8 months. I've been taking timestamp, date stamp photos. All these vehicles are in the exact same spot they were 8 months ago. And look, there's no tire tracks, so they haven't moved.
And this van as well, this is Dreamline. Dreamline was the location where we got chased out from the Somalis on 617 Cedar. And this is a vehicle from Dreamline that actually didn't even exist. It was a liquor store. And now it's here, and the vans haven't moved at all. Literally, no vans and no tire tracks anywhere. If these vans are being used to transport people, whether it be healthcare, childcare, there would be snow tracks.
Exactly.
And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 vehicles here. No snow tracks anywhere. These vehicles are not being used, and these transportation companies are making lots of money. Meanwhile, there's actually nothing to show for. Here's all of the vehicles right here. And the vehicles that are coming in and out, like this Toyota, it does not have anything to do with transportation company because there's no stickers on it and there's snow tracks. But the vehicles that are supposed to be used for transportation are literally locked in. Snow is building icicles. No one's even came out to remove the snow off the window. These transportation vehicles are not moving. And then right here, David has more paperwork for Silver Mountain. And there's 3 different companies in the same address.
Yeah.
So when we talk about how all these companies are intertwined, this is a perfect example of that.
And this is why these transportation companies are so essential to the fraud in Minnesota, because they allow the fraud to be supported, as the majority of the fraud is from welfare programs like daycares, autism centers, and adult daycares, and healthcare services. They need to leave a paper trail to make it look like something is happening. Therefore, they use these transportation companies to create that paper trail by saying they are moving people from an adult daycare to a healthcare provider, for example, but they actually never provide the service at the healthcare provider. But that paper trail allows them to continue to bill the state for the money, and everyone gets paid. That's why this fraud is so deep and hard to dismantle, because quite literally everyone is involved.
And it's all because the state of Minnesota never checks.
All right, so this is actually the location for Silver Mountain Inc., LLC, and Co. Let's see if any... Yes, we're wondering where Silver Mountain.
Silver Mountain?
Silver Mountain.
Oh, I don't know that. Where it is.
It says 2722 Park Avenue.
All of you, get out of here.
Where is
Silver Mountain here?
Silver Mountain. You don't have a permission to do that.
Okay,
You
so
were
Silver Mountain does not exist.
You were
No, the name, the name's not Silver Mountain. It's just Silver Mountain.
Don't ask me
Healthcare.
that. When you come...
All right.
So
Don't ask me.
So Silver,
Don't ask me where the business is that doesn't exist that should be here where I'm at. Don't ask me that. Yeah.
So Silver Mountain does not exist.
Exactly.
You're making a business.
Park
You have
Avenue.
millions of people watching you.
Silver
You're making
Mountain.
business to...
Okay,
Exactly. And you're getting
you have millions of
exposed.
people watching right
Yes.
now. Where is Silver Mountain
I don't know
Home
where
Healthcare?
Silver Mountain is.
Okay, well that's what we're
But
looking for. All right, we're moving on.
sitting there-
So Silver Mountain does not exist. David, we're just simply asking for where is Silver Mountain Home
I can't
Healthcare?
find any of these companies. I mean, this is shocking. 3 companies are supposed to be in that building, and he's never heard of them. He doesn't know anything about them.
And look, so they don't exist there. Right there, Somali Senior Center and Adult Day Services, a daycare right there.
Yeah.
All these welfare companies are in the same location, but their businesses, that business didn't even exist.
It's all fraud, all of it.
So right there is a transportation company, no passenger, just a driver. How come you think when it comes time to take accountability for what's happening, or just to answer simple questions about the fraud, they can't answer?
Well,
Because there isn't
think
an answer besides fraud.
their reaction tells you all you need to know.
Exactly.
The reaction is so violent that if there was no fraud going on, they would say, what are you talking about? They would have a civil conversation, but they can't, because they know we're shining the light on the fraud, and they have no defense. So in their mind, being loud and using profanity is their only defense.
Because I'm trying to give them the opportunity to say, where are the transportation companies? Where are the daycare? Where are the children? Where are the companies now? Yet they can't answer.
And to this point, Nick, the transportation companies we've been to, we haven't seen a single vehicle at any of them. In fact, some don't even exist. We can't even find them. We're going to the addresses that are listed on the Secretary of State's website as their business address.
Pretty credible
This is a
source,
massive
isn't it?
parking lot here. We're gonna go ask them where their vehicles are. They should not have any excuse as to why they don't have their vehicles here, other than if they are out driving right now. And what's the story behind this business?
Well, this business is new as of March of 2024. It's Muhammad Malim is the registered agent for 713 Minnehaha Avenue East.
Me and David headed into this building, however, the owner was not there.
We're here at the suite of Epimonia Transport LLC. There's actually not even a sign here. And anyone here, it looks like there's a guy over here. Let's see if we can talk to him really quick. Do you know about Epimonia Transport here?
So there was a transportation company here in 305 for a long time, even before I joined the building a few years ago. He's never really here. I've seen the office a couple times. There's barely anything in there but a couch. And then I see him maybe twice a month at if so.
And there's no
And that's the type of business that's making millions of dollars a year right there.
transport vehicles outside. Massive parking lot, but no transport.
I've never seen one. I've been here for 3 years and I'm always here. I'm a workaholic. I'm just nonstop here, so I know everybody in the building, and this specific space here is probably the most sketchy out of any other business here. Everyone else is here. They're friendlier. He just pops in and out.
And for instance, this guy Muhammad, he should have his business in 308. There should be transportation vehicles outside. There's nothing.
That's weird that you say 308 because he's always been in 305 for the last 3 years.
Wow, so he's even lying on his public records with the government.
I would assume if he was to make and doing fraud, it makes sense to switch it up and throw people off track. It would be the first thing somebody would do, I would think.
So since the fraud has started to be exposed, Muhammad has left the scene, and that guy just said, he confirmed that there was never even been transportation vehicles outside.
And remember, that guy said he's here every day trying to make a living, working hard. He's there all the time. He only sees that guy maybe once or twice a month. And the sad part is, because that guy's committing fraud and stealing, he's making so much more than that guy that goes there every single day. He's there all the time, hardworking. That other guy committing the fraud gets handouts for free from the American people and cheats the system. So stupid.
So Muhammad has completely left the scene. He's nowhere to be found. And this parking lot, massive parking lot, actually never even had any transport vehicles, according to the guy who lived or had his office next to Muhammad. How quick do you think the fraud would dry out here in Minnesota if they were to cut out the transportation side of the fraud?
I think it would have a massive effect, and that the signal that would send would let people know the party's over.
Because if me and you were to go to the doctor, we either have to find a family member, drive ourselves, or pay for an Uber. How come they even have this set up?
Yeah, I tried to arrange a ride with one of these Somali transportation companies. They said they were all full. So now we're at 2833 13th Avenue South in Minneapolis, and there's supposed to be a non-emergency medical transportation company here called Advance Mobility Incorporated.
I bet they're not very mobile.
What's interesting about this company is that state records show that it first registered with the state of Minnesota in 1999.
And they have been in business for
a long time.
26 years.
Yes, correct.
And so we're going to go inside.
They must have a lot of vehicles.
So this is Advanced Mobility 2833, boarded up. All these windows are covered right here.
Yeah,
we're gonna
it's the type of business I go into. I don't know about you guys. Boarded up windows and doors blocked. That's how you get into a business.
Amazing car. When did you become a millionaire?
What is this for?
We're trying to get advice for the younger.
There's a bunch of shops in here. We have money transferring shop. We got clothes in here. There's a coffee shop. Let's see if Advanced Mobility is in here. We got spices. Is Advanced Mobility here?
Do you know 224?
I don't think you guys are allowed to record it.
Do you know where Advanced Mobility is?
Sure they are.
Suite 224.
She's recording over there, so. Suite 224. Do you guys know where Advanced Mobility is? Do you guys know where Advanced Mobility is?
Advanced Mobility?
Yeah, we're looking for it. Never heard of it?
What is this? What do you got?
Oh, my name is Nick Shirley. We're just looking for Advanced Mobility. Where's Advanced Mobility at?
We don't care about Advanced Mobility.
That's what we're asking for.
Of course you don't, because it doesn't exist.
We're looking for Advanced Mobility. Nobody can help us right now. We got a whole group of people trying to get us out of here. We're looking for Advanced Mobility.
We don't care about Advanced Mobility.
Advanced Mobility doesn't exist.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Get out. You need to get out. You need to get out. Get out.
Now they're pushing us out of here. Where's Advanced Mobility at?
We don't care about Advanced Mobility.
That's what we're asking for.
Get out. Get out.
Would you like to give a statement on where Advanced Mobility is?
Nope. Go ahead. Get out.
Nope, he can't.
So Advanced Mobility is not anywhere here. We're leaving, sir. Would you like to give a statement on what's happening here in Minnesota?
You make stuff up. This is a lie.
No.
Who do you work for? Who do you work for? No, who do you work for?
Who do you work for? Who do you work? Oh crap! What was the name of the fake business we made? Yeah, exactly. Get the fuck out of here.
Nick Shirley.
Who do you work for?
Who do you work
I don't care
for?
about Nick Shirley. That's you.
Yes, sir.
But who do you work for?
For Nick Shirley.
I don't care about.
Yeah,
Nick
he's
Shirley.
working for him right now.
Today, Nick Shirley.
This is from the state of
Look, he was like, "Oh shit, I didn't think about that." What else? What else can I say to distract and try to get away from what the real issue is here? What else can I say? So stupid.
And see, you guys say I can't film, but look at you guys filming.
Yeah, exactly.
You can do that. You can film here.
Yeah, you're allowed to film.
Advanced Mobility doesn't exist.
Well, so what was interesting was we walked in there, and on the state's website, it says it's in Suite 224, but it's a one-story building. None of the suites had the number 2 on them. It doesn't exist. And it's been registered since 1999, and it doesn't exist.
All right,
Man.
next location. David, where are we at?
Imagine
We're
that.
at what's called Ray's, R-A-Y-Z Transportation, LLC.
And this is Ray's Transportation. We're on a street. There's no parking lot for any transportation vehicles. We'll see what happens. This is the address for Ray's Transportation. Let's see if anybody is here. Is Ray's Transportation here, sir?
I don't know. Transportation place. There's no transportation places here.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well,
all
It's just Ray's,
healthcare places.
R-A-Y-Z.
well, I think it's confirmed they're not here, David. So it's confirmed that Ray Transportation, all of these transportation companies, they're kind of like ghost companies. They exist on paper, but they don't actually exist in person. Would you like to see anybody in the government here held accountable?
Most definitely, because there can definitely be an allocation of funds.
And what's your message to Tim Walz?
Make a change, because there's definitely, even when it comes down to like the key.
I got a better one. Get the fuck out of office and let somebody take over that's actually going to do something, because you're clearly not. You're a puppet of the Somali fraud structure. That's all you are, Tim Walz.
And stuff. There's definitely stuff that like we need spaces for the things that are going on that they're not doing. We need these type of spaces for it. Now this is some crazy stuff, but I'm glad that you bring light to it. It is a crazy, interesting situation.
You know why he's glad? Because he's an American and he probably works hard for his money and he doesn't commit fraud like these other people. And look, it's so funny when they point, oh, you're racist. Look at this right here. Does Nick seem hostile to you? Does this guy seem hot? No. Just trying to have a conversation. That's it. The people that are doing the bad things, they're always the first to point, oh, you're doing this, and obfuscate and try to trick people. Always. That's why neither one of them is acting, they're weird right now. They're just acting normal, having a conversation, because they know that they're not about that. Oh, here we go. Surprise, surprise.
The false narrative that you be going on is a nonsense.
You should get in your car because
you should not be doing
Parked
that,
in the middle of the fucking road,
you
dude.
Are creating misinformation. This is not fair. It's not fair for the American people.
It's not fair for the American, exactly, that you guys are stealing and robbing them blind, exactly.
People to be doing that.
What a
it's
joke.
not fair. It's not fair what you mean. You cannot be doing that. You're not being fair.
How?
This country is built on fairness. You're not being fair.
Yeah, and you guys take advantage of it.
The community to be doing that.
So we shouldn't allow fraud to be happening, right?
Let the legal system do its job.
Well, it's failed.
We got a governor.
Yeah.
We got a
governor that's failed.
Let them do the job.
Yeah.
You're not in a position to.
The problem is that the governor is supporting and upholding you guys and allowing the fraud to flow rampantly, flowing like the Nile. That's what he's doing. He's allowing it to take over the entire state, and it's got to stop. And these people always want to blame something else that has nothing to do with it. We're talking about fraud, and your community is a part of it. The key factor in it, actually, besides Tim Walz. So, yeah.
Do the job.
What's wrong with that?
You're not a prosecutor. If you want to run for office, go ahead, run for office. But you cannot be doing this. This is misinformation. This is the information.
How is it misinformation, sir? It's from the...
And this is what they always do. Always. This is what the system looks like when no one's accountable. The people committing the fraud blame the people for trying to expose the fraud. That's what it always looks like. That's why this guy in the middle here is calm, cool, and collected, and then this guy to his left is freaking out and, oh, if you're... and then parks in the middle of the road like that, which is illegal, by the way. And they always want to blame it, but that's what happens when you allow a system to be taken advantage of and be corrupted and expose fraud after fraud. It's a Russian fraud nesting doll. That's all it is. And it's just stupid. By the way, subscribe if you like to see this kind of content exposing this kind of stuff and the hypocrisy and just foolish nature of individuals involved in this. But yeah, subscribe if you want context before conclusions. Appreciate it.
This is what you're doing.
State
you're
of
coming
Minnesota.
You're coming everywhere. Where you coming from?
Parked in the
See what I
middle
mean?
of the
We're
road,
talking
bro.
about the facts that's happening here.
It's Southside. It's my turf. Get it.
Sir, so we were just having a civil conversation. That guy hopped out of his car in the middle of the road in the middle of the road about the fraud that's happening. And he's saying
Look,
that
he's
I'm
like,
the
I
bad
can't
guy
even
for showing
believe this.
and showing light of what's happening here.
They're passionate. They're passionate people. They don't want this type of stuff either going on or be brought to light. So that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna it's a very tight knit community.
You saw it firsthand how crazy it gets out here. He hopped out in the middle of the intersection.
I'll say.
So this isn't about race. You're a black guy. They're black, right?
Exactly.
We have no ill feelings towards you by any means. We're talking about the fraud that's happening. So God bless you, sir, and thank you very much. Why are we doing this?
So we're doing this, A, because it's the right thing to do.
Bingo.
The people of Minnesota and the people of America want this done.
Oh,
fraud
absolutely.
is fraud. And when we try and talk with these people and say, look, the main reason we're doing this is to find out why are all these checks being written by the state of Minnesota for companies that don't even exist. That's what we're trying to figure out. It's not a race issue, it's a fraud issue, and fraud is fraud.
And so what most people don't understand about this fraud is it is literally in the entire state of Minnesota. It's not just in one part of Minneapolis.
Right, and so I think what happens is the people in the suburbs of Minneapolis and St. Paul, they get lulled into a false sense of security because they say, oh, that's in Minneapolis, it doesn't affect us, or that's in St. Paul. And we're showing that this fraud spreads throughout the entire state of Minnesota, including all of the suburbs. And we're going to bring to light exactly what's going on in those respective suburbs.
And so what's happening in this suburb of St. Louis Park?
Well, this is one of the Somali NEMT, non-emergency medical transportation companies, that's registered with the state of Minnesota in St. Louis Park. And so let's see if this one actually exists.
This is the location of Crescent Transportation. We have no vans outside right now. Does not look like any vans are outside. Let's go inside, see if Crescent Transportation exists. Here we are, and it's an apartment complex. There's no signage of any.
Of course it is.
Crescent Transportation Company. Once again, another fraudulent business where they don't even have a storefront to show where they're at.
These people don't even try to cover it up that much.
And have you ever seen Crescent Transportation out here?
Nope.
And what do you think about the fraud taking place here in Minnesota?
Huh? I'm a taxpayer. I don't like it.
What's your message to all the fraudsters?
Huh? Prosecute their ass. Take them to jail.
And how do you feel knowing that, for instance, right here, a transportation company that receives money from the government is not even here? It's the apartment complex.
I just said I don't like it. I'm a taxpayer. I work hard for my money.
Exactly.
People out here fraud, they still go to jail.
And should Tim Walz go to jail?
Oh, he cricket too, huh? All them cricket, all the politicians. My daddy ain't never liked none of them.
So that man right there just confirmed that this is an apartment complex.
Right, and so the cities have
9
specific
million.
rules governing operating businesses out of apartments.
And remember, this is just 9 million so far in this. There are probably thousands upon thousands more of fraudulent businesses receiving money that they can't even highlight. Because it would probably, like, if you would play a video like that from beginning to end, it would probably be like a year-long video because there's just so much fraud going on in Minnesota.
They do not allow
Ridiculous.
transportation companies to park vehicles in an apartment parking lot. None of the cities in the Twin Cities allow that.
Because even if you were to be running a transportation company out of your apartment, there's nowhere to park the cars.
Well, where are they? There aren't any. Crescent, I don't see anything with Crescent on it anywhere.
More fraud taking place here.
So this is called Hopkins Child Care Center. This facility is licensed to hold 118 children. So this should be a really big facility.
Should be.
And this year alone, they have received $2.25 million from the state of Minnesota. And last year, they received $1.92 million from the state of Minnesota. And this facility, in the past 5 years, has been in the top 10 for the most money received from the state of Minnesota.
So there should be plenty of children. There should be footprints of children walking in and out.
This should be a very busy place, yes.
So this right here,
it's not going to be though.
Hopkins Child Care Center. They're receiving over $2 million a year. All of the windows are completely blacked out.
Why would that be?
You can't even get in. And
Why
for
would
a
the
place
windows
that's
be
supposed to
blacked
have
out?
Over 100 children, There's no footprints anywhere going into the store.
Jeez, that's crazy, isn't it? Huh? And it's locked.
It's locked. Midday right now.
You
This
can
is
operate
backside
a
of
daycare like
Ringing
that.
the doorbell right now. See if anybody comes. Hello, sir. How are you doing? How are you doing? Yes, sir.
Get out.
Okay, listen.
Get out. This is our business.
Yes,
What are you
sir.
looking for?
We don't care what you do on the
We're-
parking lot.
Go this side. Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll call the
This
cops.
private.
I can
Hey,
here in the
No,
parking lot.
no.
Oh,
Wait,
What are
can
you
we
looking
ask you
for?
about the daycare? It's
What
all
are
right.
you looking
It's all
for?
right. Can we ask you about the
We don't
daycare?
care about anything.
No.
You
I don't care, Ken.
Sir, I'm not racist.
You have to live here.
I'm asking
No. You don't ask me nothing, man.
2.2.
he is. You're just not listening.
Get out, you guys. Get out. Get out. This is
$2.5 million.
Get out.
This is a business.
Get out, hey. Get out. What are you looking for?
We're asking. We just want to.
Get out.
We
Get
just
out.
want to ask you
You
about
can't come out.
$2.25 million.
Get out.
You say,
Get out.
out of here, man.
Get out, guys. Get out.
You cannot do that.
Get out. No, you cannot. You cannot do that.
Where?
Get out.
This is.
Get out, man. No. Get lost. Get out. No.
Sir.
You have to get out. This is our property. Get out.
Why?
Get out.
Can I ask you about the daycare? I have the paperwork right here.
No. Get out.
Look at that sign. That's a. Is that a plastic? What is that? What kind of sign is that? It looks like somebody literally hand drew that on a big piece of paper and put it up. I think that might be what that is. Oh my gosh. These are these business, they're not fraudulent. They're, they're real. They're good. Like,
What's the need for
What the
$2.25 million for a daycare?
Get out.
Can you answer the question?
they can't answer. So that's why they say get out.
Get out.
You can't answer the
Get
question.
out. No. Who are you?
My name's Nick
Who are you?
Shirley.
No, I don't give a shit. Get out.
Then why'd you ask? Why'd you ask who are you?
Could
Get out.
you answer the question?
No, I don't.
What's the need for?
This is what a 68 IQ Somali looks like. Can't answer simple questions. Only knows get out, get out, get out. But can't answer anything. Who are you? I don't care. Well, then why'd you ask?
$2.25 million for a daycare.
No.
What a jokester.
I don't worry about it.
Oh
Get
my
out.
gosh.
Get out.
And it's licensed for
Get out, my friend.
118
Get out.
children,
Get out.
but I don't see any footprints of any children here. I don't see any footprints of any children
Get
here.
out. Get out. Guys, get out. No, you're not asking me nothing, man.
I'm
Get
just
out.
asking you about what we're seeing here.
No, get out.
Do you-
Get out our business.
Do you-
Get out.
sir.
This is my property.
You have millions
Get
of people
out.
watching right now.
Fucking
Can you say what's the need
$1
for $2.25 million? And where are the 118 children?
Get out.
Sir, I'm just
Get
asking you a
out.
simple question.
Get out. No, you don't ask me any question. Get out.
You have the opportunity
Get
to
out.
answer
No,
the question.
no. You can't ask. You can't ask me nothing. Get out. Get out. Our business.
Sure you can.
Get out, motherfucker. Get out.
Sir,
Get out.
just answer the question.
No.
Just answer
Get
the
out.
question.
No, get out. Leave.
Sir, just answer the simple question.
Hey, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
You YouTube, man. Get out.
All right, code word has been given. We're out.
Get out.
All right, we gotta get out of here.
Get out.
Sir, just answer the question. Where are the children? No footprints of any children around here.
Yeah, get out of
No
here, you
footprints of any
stupid
children.
fraudsters.
They can't even answer the
Can't
question.
answer a
We gave them
simple
so many
question.
opportunities. We gave them plenty of opportunities. Just answer some simple questions. Millions of people are watching right now.
They came out with guns blazing. All we want to know is where are the children? 118 children, no footprints in the snow. All of their vehicles were sitting there with 2 feet of snow on them. They haven't moved in months.
The windows are all blacked out.
Yeah.
It's the same thing at all.
And see how often this same thing keeps happening. The people can never answer the question. They're all, oh, get out, obfuscate, trickery. That's what they always try to do. They can never answer it. We're going to see this time and time again. Just wait. I promise you it's going to keep happening.
These daycares, 4 men came out. Yet they couldn't answer the simple question. We had it right here. 118 children. $2.25 million is here.
Welcome to Minnesota.
Now this daycare center, how much money has this one received?
So this this child care center is called Proud Child Care Center, and it's in Eden Prairie, Minnesota, which is a very high income area. It's a further out suburb from Minneapolis, but there are a lot of multi-billion-dollar homes right in this neighborhood, and this child care got $1.25 million in funding in fiscal year 2025.
One
it
year.
Got $1.08 million last year. It opened in 2021. Let's go see if we can find any kids.
Man.
There should be at least 40 children here. Looking at the snow prints, does not look like there's any snow prints of any young children. And all of these windows are completely blacked out. Let's see if we could just talk to somebody. Could I enroll my son Joey into daycare here? Well, do you have
That's the wrong question for a daycare. You shouldn't ask if you can enroll your son in a daycare.
the paperwork where I can enroll a child? Who are you? Oh, my name's Nick Shirley. I was wondering if I could enroll a child. I have a son named Joey.
Who are you?
My name's Nick Shirley.
So, where you come from?
Yeah, I'm just coming out and seeing if I could enroll my child, Joey. We just want to get a statement as to why this daycare needs $1.26 million, and if it's even possible to enroll somebody like my child, my imaginary child, Joey. No, you guys can't give a clear statement, or could you even give me a paper to enroll a child into the daycare? Just to show that you guys are a legit business. It would debunk all claims.
Yeah, why would we set ourselves up for failure and allow you to enroll your child in a place that is fraudulent and doesn't actually have children enrolled in it, but gets money for having children supposed to be enrolled in it? Why would we do that?
If you could just give me a piece of paper.
These people are so
saying
stupid, dude.
Where to enroll a child. You can't do that. Okay, well, thank you very much. And I hope this place actually is holding 47 children, because you guys are receiving $1.26 million in this year alone. So have a great rest of your day. They
Must
won't
be
even
nice.
get a paper to enroll a child.
12.6
Could
million.
debunked all their claims. They can't even do it.
One of the big talks about the fraud is about Quality Learning Center. It's a daycare that has received $1.9 million. It's licensed for over 99 children. And instead of quality learning, it says quality leering outside.
Quality
but the
leering.
big controversy about the Quality Leering Center is that Somalians, after the video went live, they all of a sudden started shuffling children into the daycare.
Yeah, funny how that
but
works,
at the
isn't
same
it?
time, the commissioner of children of Minnesota was on a live stream saying they had closed the daycare a week ago.
Quality Learning Center closed just over a week ago.
How much money has this place all received? And what's...
So this is the one that's licensed for 99 children. This fiscal year, they've received 1.9 million.
Oh my
And in
gosh.
fiscal year 2024, they had received about 2.2 million. So about 4 million.
Over $4 million
the
in
last
2
two
years.
fiscal years.
We're up in the Quality Leering Center, 1-800-FRAUD.
pisses me off so much.
As now, it had been confirmed that this place was closed down, and now they're shuffling children into the daycare.
So Tiki Brown said this facility was closed.
Oh, she said a week ago.
And now, magically, it's full of cars. So how can it be closed if people are coming and going?
Fraud. Why do you have everybody
Yeah.
Okay, this is the owner right here.
They can record. We just need to off the property.
It's not their property.
You guys can record.
And so, how come they said this building was closed? We're trying to speak to the owner. They won't even answer a simple question. Look, now he's going inside.
Hey, sir, don't run though. It looks suspicious when you run, brother. And you can smile, but bro.
Sir,
just come
I'm right
speak.
here.
He's right here to speak to you.
I'm right here.
Exactly.
Don't do that. Oh,
You can't
man.
defend the fraud.
Oh, come on. At the daycare, do it. Hey, not at the daycare, doing the middle finger, though.
We have like 100
My name is
cameras on
John.
it.
Now, both of these people have interesting ties with politicians inside of Minnesota. For instance, the man who's running the daycare, he was celebrating with Mayor Fry after he won re-election of mayor inside of Minneapolis. And then this lady right here seems to be a friend of Ilhan Omar, as she has photos with her outside of the restaurant, and she also has videos of her giving a tour to a separate daycare to Mayor Fry. It really makes you wonder why these politicians haven't fought against the fraud.
Yeah.
Knowing that it's happening in locations like the Quality Learning Center. Meanwhile, they're taking photos and celebrating with them at events.
This guy needs to be locked up. Tim Walz needs to be locked up. These people need to be locked up. Yeah, they gotta go. They got
What's
to.
your message, people, about the fraud here in Minnesota?
This is part of the cover-up. They're trying to cover their tracks.
Exactly.
So let me say this on camera. If you can prove that any of the information that I have here is false, I'll give you $100,000 cash.
Okay.
If any of it's false or inaccurate in any way.
And all the people defending them are like, okay, wait, we can't prove it because you guys are right.
Anybody want to take me up? And if you can't prove it, you have to give me $100.
So you saying all that's real?
100%. I'll give you $100,000 if you can disprove my information.
See, they all went silent.
Yep.
Silent.
Anybody? Your $100 versus my $100,000.
What a
Cash.
deal.
They're all silent. What do you think about the fraud?
She's gonna
here?
say, "Give me the money first."
Hey.
Yeah, fucking right, lady.
The fraud here in Minnesota, I go lie, is crazy. Like, what do you mean specifically? What do you mean?
Yeah, how do you feel about this daycare, for instance, receiving $1.9 million? And they couldn't even spell learning right. They spelled leering.
Hey, man, Somalis, they're an interesting creature. I'm not gonna lie, I can't say too much. I'm already too hot. But, I mean, Tim Walz, you gotta solve this stuff. Minnesota really cracked down on this because they've been doing this for years.
Of course
They've
have.
been doing this for years, so.
Should Tim Walz be prosecuted?
Hell yeah.
And at this point, you're probably wondering
Exactly.
where all the millions and billions of dollars has gone. Well, it's been well tracked that a lot of the money, millions, hundreds
back
of
to
millions of
Somalia?
dollars, has been funneled through TSA at the airport inside of Minnesota. It's been well tracked and documented. Even in 2017, there was reports coming from the local Fox News station, and I was actually able to meet up with a whistleblower who used to work as an agent at TSA on the side of narcotics, and he saw millions of dollars go through TSA.
And what kind of fraud did you see take place here in Minnesota?
So I worked for the airport police for 31 years.
Long time.
24 of those years I worked in narcotics at MSP Airport. And my recollection was from about 2015-16 to 2021 when I retired. I would get emails from our dispatch saying like 2 male Somali descent individuals. They would give us their names. They claimed the cash, that they had a large amount of cash at the checkpoints. We'd get all this information in an email, and I believe they would send it right away. So TSA would contact our dispatch telling us this, then our dispatch would relay the info via email to us.
And how much was the money?
The money, the smallest amount in a suitcase that I heard was like $750,000. But generally,
Oh my
it was
gosh.
anywhere from $1 million to $6 million in a suitcase.
In a
and there
suitcase?
usually was, as far as I can remember, there was always 2 individuals traveling. So you would have maybe one guy with 2.2 million and another guy with 3 million. And
at airports, you're able to take $10,000 without declaring it. How are these guys able to take millions of dollars?
Because as far as I know, as long as they declared it, they were fine. So then TSA would contact HSI and Customs, and I'm sure they got the information. We got the information. My administration knew about it, and I trust that they sent that on to higher state officials on this.
Pisses
but
me off, dude.
nothing was ever done the whole time I was there. I talked to one individual. We were going after narcotic cash leaving the airport. This was always fraud. We had no nexus to that this cash was related to narcotics. So our hands were kind of tied. We couldn't do a whole.
Remember, you start tracking the receipts, you can finally expose everybody for what have I been saying? They're taking the money that they're stealing. Tim Walz is allowing them to steal and sending it back home. Right here, we have a guy that worked in TSA for 35 years and saw this firsthand. Countless. $750,000 was the smallest amount he's ever seen in a suitcase. Are you actually kidding me? Ridiculous, dude. All these people that are doing this, they need to be either deported or locked up. It's just, this can't be allowed to go on. It can't be.
How do you suspect these Somalians had millions of dollars to move in an airport?
Fraud.
We would rack our heads all the time, like, where are they getting this? Where in the world are they getting this money? And I had heard about these daycares and whatnot, but I mean, I thought at the time, okay, maybe they had 10 daycares, but apparently they have a lot more than that.
Oh, of course they do.
We were all just racking our heads trying to figure this out.
So you openly saw just millions of dollars get moved through these airports?
I saw one time. I saw an open suitcase with the cash because we were looking into seeing if it was narcotics related, which it was not.
How much money do you think moved through the airport in your time?
Millions, literally millions and millions. I mean, we're talking for a good 5-6 years, you're talking, I don't know, 5 to 6 million a week. It would happen twice a week. You would get twice a week where there would be somebody flying, 2 people flying out with $1 to $2 to $3 to $4 or $5 million twice a week, every week, without fail.
And where were those people traveling to?
So this is the word I got, that they would fly to Atlanta, take a flight from Atlanta to Dubai, and then apparently what I had heard was it was too busy to, or too dangerous.
That's the amount of money right there that I just showed. In 1 year. 1 year. $5 million twice a week. 52 weeks in a year. $520 million in a year going to Somalia from America, from the U.S. taxpayers, where these people are taking advantage of fraud. That sickens me to my stomach, dude. That sickens me. These people need to be locked up. They need to be. They have to be locked up or deported, one of the two. This can't be allowed to go on.
Go any further with it, so they'd wire the money.
Tim Walz needs to be locked up for life as well. Ridiculous.
To Somalia. Whether they scraped a whole bunch off the top and did that, I don't know.
Wow, so they take the money from Minnesota, take it to Atlanta, and then take it to Dubai, and then from Dubai they then wire the money.
Correct. I don't know that for sure, but that's what I was told by other investigators.
So all the taxpayers' dollars were getting funneled through the airports and then taken to Dubai to be sent to Somalia.
Yes. Yes. It appears that's how it all went down, yes.
And that's a large reason why the American dollar is losing value at a rapid pace, because of stuff like this. Just handing out money to these people that don't deserve it. This just is so stupid. This is why the context matters the most. Forget the headlines. This is Nick Shirley going around doing the actual work, interviewing people, and you see how they react, because they know what they're doing is wrong, but they take advantage of us in America and send their money back to Somalia. $520 million in a year. Literally heard from somebody that used to deal with this at TSA and view it firsthand. I'm going to keep tracking this as more comes out. If you like this kind of content, please give a thumbs up, subscribe, leave me a comment in the video. Let me know what you think. I'm going to keep up with this kind of content. Frankly, because this pisses me off and I really want to continue exposing it and giving my side of the way I see things. So if you like that, please hit subscribe. Thank you. Peace.